Hello class 8, this is teacher Regina and today's topic is about land area. Under the metric system, we use unit to measure the land area. And the unit that we use to measure the land area is hectare. Looking at this square, it has a 100 meter and a 100 meter side. So in order to get the area of this square, we will multiply the 100 meter multiply by 100 meter is equal to 10,000 meters squared. And a 10,000 meters squared is equal to 1 hectare. It means this square is showing that is equal to 1 hectare. If we have 100 hectares, how many meters squared do we have? So what we are going to do now, we just multiply this 100 into 10,000 meters squared in order to know how many meters squared is 100 hectares. So the answer is 1 million meters squared. And if we reach a 1 million meters squared, it is equal to 1 square kilometer. Okay. Let us have a work example. The football pitch played on by Real Madrid in Spain, measured by 120 meter by 80 meter. What is the area in hectares? So for example, this is the football pitch. The length is 100 meter and the width is 80 meter. So we need to get the area in hectares. First, let us get it by meter squared. So area of rectangle is equal to length times width. Now let us multiply. The length is 120 meter. Multiply by the width, which is equal to 80 meter. So 120 times 80 meter is equal to 9,600 meters squared. In order to change it into hectares, what we are going to do now? So remember that there are 10,000 meters squared in 1 hectare. So what we need to do is to divide it by 10,000. It means that 0.96 hectare we have in 9,600 meters squared. Next one. Work example of a golf course covers an area of 16.35 hectares. What is the area in square meters? So in this part, we need to change from hectare to square meters. So what we need to do, we know that 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meters squared. So in this part, if we have 16.35 hectares, so what we need to do is to multiply it by 10,000 meters squared. Then the answer will be 163,500 meters squared. Next, let us have a short activity. In this activity, convert each of the areas to hectares. So first, 42,500 meters squared. we need to change it into hectares. So what we are going to do is to divide it by 10,000. So if we divide 42,500 meters squared, the answer is equal to 4.25 hectares. It means in 42,500 meters squared, it is equal to 4.25 hectares. Next, letter B. 780,500 meters squared. We need to change it into hectares. So the same thing, we divide it by 10,000. The answer will be 78.05 hectares. So it means a 780,500 meters squared is equal to 78.05 hectares. Next, 500,000 meters squared. Since it is given in fractions, so we need to change it into number, whole number. So 500,000 is equal to 500,000 meters squared. After that, divide it by 10,000. So the answer will be 50 hectares. It means in 500,000 meters squared, we have a 50 hectares. Next activity, convert each of these areas into square meters. So opposite on the first activity, in this part, the given will be hectares, then we will change it into square meters. So first, the given is 3.142 hectares. In order to change it into square meter, we need to multiply it by 10,000. So if we multiply the 3.142 hectares, it is equal to 31,420 meters squared. In multiplying with 0, it's just we will move the decimal going to the right. To know how many times, this is only just to count the zeros. Since we have 4 zeros, okay, we just move the decimal going to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Since in this part there is no number, so you will just add 0. That's why you get the same answer as you see, 31,420 meters squared. Next given is 0.787 hectares times 10,000. It is equal to 7,870 meters squared. So the same thing, it's just a movement of decimal. Okay, next given is 0.084 hectares. Then multiply it again by 10,000 in order to get the square meter. It is equal to 840 meters squared. Now let us have a word problem. A New York City block measures 300 meter by 300 meter. So what is the area in hectares? So area, what we need to do is to multiply the given side. So 300 meter times 300 meter is equal to 90,000 meters squared. So what we need to do in order to change it into hectares is 90,000 divided by 10,000. It is equal to 9 hectares. Again, if you want to change, if here the given is meter squared also, you want to know the amount or in unit of hectares. If the meter squared is given, you just divide it by 10,000 because 1 hectares is equal to 10,000 meters squared. A castle and its grounds occupy 7.2 hectares. What is the area in square meters? So in this part, what we need to change from hectares into square meter. So like what we did on the first activity, so 7.2 hectares, just multiply it by the 10,000. So the answer will be 72,000 meters squared. That's all for today. Thank you for listening. I hope everyone is safe at your home. Keep up the good work, guys.